Introducing JobBro v0.4.0 instead. Look, we're completely skipping the standard playbook today because what we have lined up fundamentally changes how you evaluate your career options. Today, we're tearing down the massive v0.4.0 update to JobBro, an update that introduces a literal zero-cost, state-of-the-art paradigm shift for job seekers.
But first, if you're brand new to this project, let's get you up to speed in under 30 seconds. So what exactly is JobBro? It's an AI-powered Chrome extension that basically sits right in your side panel while you browse LinkedIn. When you find a job posting, it extracts the details, analyzes them against your custom profile, and gives you a brutal, honest breakdown of your true fit. It scores the job, highlights the red flags, checks salary alignment, and even generates a tailored resume for you right there on the page. It's essentially your own personal AI career strategist.
Okay, let's dive into this huge v0.4.0 release. The core engine of JobBro requires an LLM to do the heavy lifting, right? Well, you now have 3 powerful providers to choose from. Previously, users could hook up their own cloud API or use the built-in Chrome AI for local processing. But v0.4.0 brings a massive addition to the roster. Qwen Chat is officially the 3rd provider. It lives right alongside the existing API and Chrome AI options, but it operates in a completely different, honestly incredibly clever way.
Now, what's really fascinating is how this qwen integration actually works under the hood. Take a look at the auth status and device identity sections in the new Settings UI. JobBro isn't just pinging some external developer API for qwen. Instead, it intelligently leverages your active browser session over at chat.qwen.ai. It proxies the requests right through your authenticated browser tab. The extension locally generates valid device fingerprint cookies to bypass anti-bot checks and securely delegates the research tasks straight to your active session. No external proxies, no complicated server setups, just pure efficiency.
And that brings us to absolutely the most important point of the entire update. Qwen is 100% free to use, batteries included. There is absolutely no bring your own key barrier anymore. Look, previously, you could use Chrome AI for free, which, was great for basic tasks. But getting true, state-of-the-art reasoning meant paying for expensive cloud API keys. Not anymore. By routing through your active web session, you get top-tier, zero-cost analysis. It's a completely frictionless, out-of-the-box powerhouse for anyone hunting for a job.
Let's do a little comparative smackdown because the performance jump here is just wild. We're putting the new qwen 3.7 Max web agent up against today's absolute best models. We're talking GPT 5.5 Pro, Claude Opus 4.8 Max, Claude Fable 5 Max, Claude Mythos 5, Gemini 3.5 Flash, and Grok 4.3. Those other models, they're incredibly expensive. They require paid API access, and worse, they suffer from vendor bias. For the specific task of objective resume to job matching, the state-of-the-art qwen 3.7 Max web agent actually outperforms them. It's the ultimate engine for this job, and again, it does the whole thing entirely for free.
And, this brilliantly illustrates why that vendor bias is such a massive problem in career evaluation tools. When testing the heavyweights, a distinct bias totally emerged. Gemini, for instance, tends to rate Google job postings disproportionately high. It'll practically ignore massive domain mismatches just because Google is on the letterhead. Claude does the exact same thing with anthropic roles, framing them as the ultimate career move for AI safety regardless of what your actual skills are. qwen 3.7 Max strips away that prestige bias. It proved to be far more objective, prioritizing your actual resume fit over corporate vanity.
Now, for the developers and custom API users watching, making this zero-cost magic happen required a masterclass technical deep dive, because enabling this level of sophisticated analysis introduced a massive architectural headache. The big question is, how do we get clean, strict JSON output from an LLM when research tools, like web search and page reading, are actively in the loop? Standard OpenAI-compatible APIs often outright reject strict JSON shame enforcements when you provide them with tools. They just get confused.
So the really crucial point is how the JobBro architecture solved this. Enter a little something called provide_verdict. This is an ingenious in-house structured output channel. Essentially, it acts as a fake tool. It's a decoy injected into the system specifically for OpenAI-compatible API providers to use when native structured output just isn't available. Because remember, Qwen already brings its own native web agent to the party, and Chrome AI, well, it doesn't support tools at all. So this specific fake tool upgrade is an absolute lifesaver, exclusively for users plugging in their own OpenAI-compatible endpoints that need to do deep web research.
Let's see how this builds out visually, step by step. Step 1, the agent loop runs with real tools like web search enabled. The LLM goes out, reads the company website, and gathers data. Step 2, when it's finally ready to give you its analysis, it calls our fake tool, provide verdict, passing its final assessment as the tool's arguments. Step 3, here is the magic. The agent loop intercepts that call. It never actually executes a tool. Instead, it just extracts the arguments as perfectly formatted JSON and ends the loop. It literally tricks the LLM into formatting perfectly, allowing real research tools to run right alongside strict data output.
It's a brilliant piece of engineering that makes the whole system sing, from the zero-cost powerhouse of the qwen 3.7 Max integration to completely eliminating vendor bias, down to the intricate fake tool architecture that keeps the data perfectly structured. Jabro version 4.0.0 is a massive leap forward. So, I leave you with this provocative thought. Are you ready to stop paying for biased AI advice and let a zero-cost, truly objective agent evaluate your next career move?